MC, red line to another, USA, as well as our newest corporate member, Kootenai's Ireland.
You got a couple of big guys. Yeah. And welcome back to the Fortin Centers. We get stuff for the men's game, Bruce, and you just said you said two things to me. You said they shoot well and they got big guys. Yeah, they do have great size, much bigger than the Salish team from last season. But you know, I watched them out here in warm-ups, and every one of them shooting three-pointers, and they make a lot of them. So this should be a lot of fun to watch. You know, this is a team that used to be an easy win for everybody in the Frontier, but they played Montana Western, I think, the 5 points, Bob? And, yeah, I believe that's what it was, yes. In Billings, so we'll see. And a lot of the teams in the Frontier are not only playing them at home, but also playing them up in their gymnasium, which I think is a great move. Yeah, I think it's great. Great for the Frontier and for Salish as well. And, you know, it's like Coach Francozen said before the game, you know, this isn't going to be no easy task tonight, I think. I think they're going to have to play pretty well. They're going to have to shoot the ball well. And, you know, I think that defense, I think, is going to be a key issue for us here tonight in this ball game for sure. And the way we saw them shooting in warm-up, like you said, none of them are afraid to put up the three ball. No, I think we'll see a lot of threes tonight. Really looking forward to seeing Bill's team. I didn't get a chance to see him in their first game against the Yellowstone Christian, but a lot of talent back, 4 starters, preseason pick to win the Frontier Conference. And I know that most coaches, as we mentioned in that first game, that I don't care about those preseason picks. You know, as an athletic administrator and as a fan, I kind of like them. Yeah, they're give me a little bit of judging ground, I guess, to say, or whatever. But, well, 4 starters back are going to help you with that. They're going to make sure that, you know, you're in pretty good shape when that happens.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of
And we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer here for our national anthem once again.
And you're rocking out the college at the At this time, we ask that you stand, remove any headgear, and direct your attention to the south end of the gym as our good friends from Florida Wishes Montana present the colors. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
And now, Mr. Parker, for our starters first of all, for the Salish Kootenai Bison, number 0, be Kenny Louie McGee, 5'11", out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Number 3 will be Will Maseth, 5'9", out of Arlee, Montana. Number 24 is Tyson Freiberg, 5'11", out of Peoria, Washington. Number 32 is Lewis Moore, 6'3", out of Polson, Montana. Number 42 is Tristan Redhorn, 5'9", out of Browning, Montana. Head coach Zach Kunkel Camel, assisted by J.R. Camel. You'd probably like to suit J.R. up tonight. Yeah. Well, what a great player he was for University of Montana. And I've seen him play in some of those AAU tournaments. He can still play. One of the great jumpers. For the Battlin Bears of Rocky Mountain College, it'll be number 3, Brandon the Boy, 5'9", sophomore, out of Box Elder, Montana. Number 5 will be Isaac Martell, a 6-foot senior, out of Big Fork, Montana. Number 22 is Danny Betcher, 6'7", senior, out of Billings, Montana. Number 24, Craig Wilmore, 6'3", senior, out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And number 34, Jared Samuelson, a 6'7", junior, out of Billings, Montana. For head coach Bill Drykosen, assisted by Sean McKeon and James Bullock and Len Wilkins. Well, as we mentioned, the men's soccer team leading Evergreen State out at Wendy's Field 2-0 with about 10 minutes left in that one. The women to follow out there. Congratulations to Wes Keller for a 98-24 win over Salish Kootenai in Game 1 here tonight, this afternoon at the Fortin Center. On volleyball tonight, yes. Kelly ranked in the top 10 in the nation. That's right, 24-3 on the season. Wow. And the tip's going to be controlled by the Bison as they get the ball quickly up to 4, and just like that, it is Redhorn for 3. And they take the first lead of the ball game. The boy will bring the ball up to 4 for Rocky. Goes far side, Martell out to Betcher. They find a wide open Samuelson underneath. Jared Samuelson answers back with 2. Bison up by 1, 3-2. Just underway here in the first half. Freiberg with it out on top, guarded by Wilmore. Freiberg tries to go baseline, cut off there by Martell. Dumps out to McGee. Swings around Maseth. Maseth is going to have it knocked loose by Brandon the Boy and dumps it off to Wilmore. Wilmore had Samuelson wide open underneath. There's a big mismatch underneath there. They're trying to get the ball into Jared. They do. He goes up and baseline jumper good by Jared Samuelson. He's going to get a lot of points if he gets that matchup all night. And then Brandon the Boy just takes a charge. Nice to see him back in the lineup with Brandon. He came 2 years ago and then took a year off, and I think he'll really help this basketball team this season. Definitely got some quickness, good shooter, and loves to play the game of basketball. Craig Wilmore with it. Wilmore with it on the perimeter. They go underneath. Samuelson underneath is up and good. Jared Samuelson is ahead 6-3 over the Bison. It's pretty obvious that Coach Drykosen wants to go inside to Samuelson in this ball game. Maseth has it, dumps it off underneath to her on top to McGee. Shots up, no good. Rebound. Martell to Brandon the Boy on the right side. The Boy with it. Directing traffic. Martell puts it on the floor, takes it to the hole, up and good. Isaac Martell drives her into the paint for 2. 8-3, Rocky on top. Maseth comes back the other way. Moore puts up the three-pointer. It's going to be off. And Betcher gets a long rebound to Wilmore. Wilmore, right side. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. Going to go against Mason. His first, team first. Martell will inbound the basketball. Just seems so early for a basketball game to be going on in the October. And Jared Samuelson picks up his 8th point of the night. I had a chance last week. I was up in Helena to do the football game for Rocky and Carroll, and went to the Carroll men's basketball game against Lethbridge. And Carroll with another outstanding team this year under new coach Kurt Paulson, who played on two teams that went to the Elite Eight and the Final Four in the NAIA.
And the Frontier will be very competitive again, I think, both men's and women's.
Yeah, I think LC's got another outstanding team.
Brandon the Boy is going to be short, and Samuelson tips him the rebound, and Brandon the Boy picks up 2. Comes back the other way, and a shot inside is up and good by Moore. Craig Wilmore goes to Samuelson. Perimeter long two-pointer is good. Jared Samuelson has 10 points here in the ball game. 14-5. Basket looks pretty big to him right now. Freiberg with it, guarded by Wilmore. Out to Moore. Mesa help it. Out of R-Lee. Couple state high school championship teams. Shots up. Rebound Samuelson. The Boy with it up the left side. Brandon goes ahead to Wilmore. Wilmore back to the Boy. Craig looks inside to Betcher. Betcher working hard on offense, trying to get position, and Samuelson puts it up, no good. And it's going to be tipped. It'll come down to the Bison. Sheen and McDonald coming in at this dead ball.
Satchel McDonald started most of the season last year for Billy Rykosen out of St. Louis and had a nice season. I always remember some of those great dunks he had last year.
A little bit of power behind him. Yeah, Satchel has the ball on top, goes to Samuelson. They go inside to Sheen. It's off the rim on the pass. Sheen tries to go up, and he's going to be fouled. Reagan Sheen, Jared Samuelson trying to lob that in there, Bruce, and it hit the rim.
Reagan Sheen, a big, strong guy out of Helena High School and played some junior college basketball. I think he'll really help Billy underneath, gives him a little bit of toughness underneath the basket.
Basis with his second personal foul.
Did they win? Brett?
Reagan Sheen's second one is good.
You know, one thing Coach Rykosen really likes to see in these scrimmage games is how well his teams play defense.
Good stout defense there, but it is Whiteman for 3. Deep 3. Samuelson has it, puts it on the floor, kicks out to Wilmore. Wilmore left side, three-pointer up and good for Craig Wilmore. Should be a lot of points scored in this one, Bruce.
Yeah, and Wilmore's worked really hard to become a good shooter. They kind of saw that last season, about the second half of the season.
Bison with the basketball. Moore out front. He puts up the 3 off the rim, no good, and it's a foot race for the basketball. And it is Stewart, and you don't like to see that in a game like this. Craig Wilmore landing about 6 rows up in the bleachers. Austin Thane will come in for Samuelson.
Gonna come in and ice that shoulder. Yeah, and making all those points, shooting all the balls.
Bison with the basketball. Try to go down baseline. Now they bring it back out on top. Whiteman with it. Goes to Stewart. Moore with it. Goes up. Going to be fouled inside by Sheen.
As we mentioned, the Battlin Bears picked number 1 in the preseason poll, Carroll 2, LC State 3. But there are no easy ones, Bob, in this Frontier Conference.
Timeout on the floor, 14:33 to go here in the first half. Rocky on top, 19-8.
They're going to fire him up. They're going to be a lot of shots tonight. Well, you got your seat for volleyball already. Might as well just stay.
You gotta get ready. Get ready to come back in the morning.
Are you tailgating tomorrow? You got any food going on?
No, because of the soccer. All that, so.
Did Grant Wallace play much the other night?
Yeah, played pretty well, actually. Back to live action here as Moore will be at the line shooting a couple.
Well, it sure got quiet in here.
First one's up and good for Moore.
You can tell the men's soccer team's not here.
Yeah. 3 points for him tonight. Make that 4. Satchel McDonald will take the point here for the Battlin Bears. Goes to Austin Payne. Payne to Sheen. And we got a whistle and a foul inside. I don't have that number. North Pegan picks up the foul. Get that added to my sheet here as Satchel McDonald tries to go at the hole. It's going to have it stolen away. And they come back. That's first turnover on the Battlin Bears.
Yes.
And ball goes in the corner. It's going to be off Brandon DeBoy.
He's got some high energy out there, Brandon does. He's all over the floor.
Bison get the ball in to Whiteman. Brings it out on top. Stewart. Going to be stolen inside. McDonald goes to Austin Payne. Payne with it. Out on top. Craig Wilmore tops the key. Three-pointer rolls around. No good. Rebound. Bison coming back the other way is Stewart. Stewart will get it to Christian Whiteman. Got about 3 Whitemans on this team. Moore with it. Free throw line jumper's good. Moore's nice looking big guy out there. Nice move to get open at the free throw line for that basket, Bruce.
Yeah, and he's got a great jumper. He was one of the guys who was just pounding threes in the warm-up.
Shot underneath. Brandon DeBoy with 2 more underneath on a reverse layup. Ball goes down in the corner to Shaylin Stewart. Stewart tries to go baseline, puts it up, off the rim, no good. Rebound, Austin Payne out to Satchel McDonald, and Satchel takes it to the hole. It's good.
Well, he's got a great ability to get the ball to the hoop.
Foul going against is Jaron Whiteman. Satchel McDonald at the free throw line. Chance to finish off an old-fashioned three-point play here, Bruce.
You don't see a lot of those because nobody wants to take the ball to the basket. But I think this Battlin Bear team is going to be a team that can get the ball inside.
Sheen nearly steals the offensive rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. Clayton Ledeen into the ballgame for the first time. McDonald gets the inbounds pass, 12:29 to go in the first half. Rocky on top, 23-12. Satchel McDonald has the ball, goes to Ledeen. Ledeen into Sheen. Sheen back out to Ledeen. Sheen to Ledeen. That's say that a couple times. Ledeen with it. Shot clock at 11. Sheen with it. Hands off Ledeen. Three-pointer. That's a deep one. Three-pointer by Clayton Ledeen. He struggled the other night from the three-point line, Bruce, and just never could. He finally made one, but 5 turnovers on the Bison here, but never made a three-pointer until nearly the end of the ball game. But he never quit shooting, and it's always good to see those shooters. You want them to keep shooting.
Yeah, I think that Billy brought him in here to be a guy that can do that, hit the long three and get him kind of fired up. Nice looking shot, his last one.
Austin Payne, Sheen goes up, gets the rebound, puts it up, it's good. Reagan Sheen with a big putback for the Battlin Bears, 28-12. Nice little dump off pass, no good inside. That shot by North Pigeons. And Austin Payne can't finish, and Ledeen, we got a whistle and a foul on the offensive board as Reagan Sheen going to pick up his second personal on the push-off.
Austin's had a couple good looks here in this first half.
Tyson Freiberg, the one on that shot last time down for the Bison. Freiberg with it out on top, guarded by McDonald. Switch off. Martell picks him up in the corner. Shot no good. Rebound is going to be picked up by Moore. Moore kicks it out in the corner. They swing it back around. Redhorn, and the shot's no good. Rebound comes down. Ledeen with the basketball. Ledeen hands off to McDonald. McDonald back to Ledeen. They go inside to Austin Payne. Payne back to Ledeen. Ledeen penetrates. Finds Martell wide open. It's good. Isaac Martell for three. Bison come right back quickly. It's going to be stolen away by Ledeen going the other way. Ledeen, nobody picks him up. Now it goes to McDonald. Three-pointer. It's good. Satchel McDonald for three.
They're heating up in the Fortin Center.
34-12. 10:06 to go here in the first half. Rocky on top. A little bit of a bump there by Satchel. Grand Walls coming in.
With Sheen, Betcher, Samuelson, Wallace, they have some size underneath this season as well.
Well, I think the rotation is the thing that's going to be good. I think, Jared just played too many minutes sometimes last year, and I think it really hurt the Bears on the defensive end, Bruce. And I think Sheen's going to be able to come in and give him some some much-needed minutes rest, and play some tough defense and bang with people underneath. Bison have it, stolen away by Ledeen. Ledeen comes back the other way, goes to Samuelson with the left-hander, no good. Rebound comes back down to Stewart, and Stewart will bring it up, middle of the floor. Stewart's going to lose the handle on it, picked up by Satchel McDonald, up ahead to Ledeen. Ledeen looks at the three, doesn't take it, Kicks it back out. Grant Wallace will put up a three, and he drills the three-pointer for Grant Wallace.
What the heck? Might as well, right?
He's got that wide open. 5 3-pointers for the Battlin Bears here. 37-12. 9:09 to go in the first half. Christian Whiteman's going to hand it off to Freiberg. His shot's up, no good. Rebound comes down. Samuelson out to McDonald, up to Ledeen. Ledeen goes into Grant Wallace. Grant working hard, bumps, no good. Rebound comes down to Freiberg. Freiberg goes coast to coast, pull up, 7-footer, no good. Satchel McDonald. This is back and forth, Bruce.
Well, I'm going to take a shot here and just say I don't think we're going to have to worry about the shot clock much tonight.
That's a good shot. Ledeen with it. Samuelson kicks out to Grant Wallace. They swing it around. Ledeen, Isaac Martell, corner, no good. Rebound, Grant Wallace, good.
That's great ball movement by the Battlin Bears. To work the ball around the key like that, get a good shot, and then get on that offensive board.
Grant Wallace, good job of staying with that one, getting that rebound, going back up strong. Freiberg's free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound comes down. Samuelson out to Satchel McDonald, and he's going to go at the hole. And he does.
Battlin Bears 17 of 25 from the field, Bob.
Timeout on the floor. 7:47 to go here in the first half. Rocky on top, 41-12. We're back after this.
Sponsors for 2018-19 academic year. Altana Athletic Medicine Performance. Bernina Sewing and Fabric Center. Billings Hotel and Convention Center. Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Bob Smith Motors. Bob Cannon.
Yeah, I don't think the shot clock is going to come into play. Yeah, just saying.
It's going to be a 120-point game. 120 to 50.
Could be.
Could be. What are they now? Let's see. They are 17 of 26, 65.4%.
50% for the 3-point.
Yeah. Are they still up 2-1?
Okay.
It's a 63-minute.
Bison has the ball in the backcourt. Whiteman brings it up. Shot's going to be put up by Lewis McGee. No good. Betcher comes back the other way. Nobody picks him up. Danny takes it all the way to hole. Can't finish. And Jared tries to get the putback, and Satchel gets a steal to Ledeen. They go inside. Betcher with it. Can't finish. Samuelson can't put the putback in, and it's going to be off of Betcher. I don't think the Bears could have got too many more better shots than what they had on that.
No, they're shooting about a little bit over 60% for the game.
They shoot real well from the 3-point line, but they couldn't make any of those 4-footers. Shot in the corner is up by Redhorn. That's his second 3-pointer of the night. Betcher with the basketball. Gets it into Grant Wallace. Wallace back to Betcher. Betcher, baseline jumper, good for the lefties. Danny Betcher gets his first points of the night.
I really thought Danny Betcher was the most improved player on the team last year for Rocky.
Shots off the back iron. Yeah, he came a long way, especially in the second half of the season. I thought Brucey really came on and played well, and just does a lot of nice things that you don't see well inside.
Go, Brandon. You got the
Brandon the boy comes in for Satchel McDonald. Grant Wallace, the inbounds pass. Shot's going to be short. Rebound comes out to the Bison. They kick it ahead to Lewis McGee. Lewis McGee pulls up. Free throw line jumper, no good. Ladine with the rebound. And Clayton comes down. Goes to Samuelson. Three-pointers good. Jared Samuelson for three. He has 13 points on the evening. I guess I can say evening. It's about evening, isn't it?
It is. Close enough.
A floater by Freiberg doesn't go. Bears come back the other way. Betcher with it. Betcher, 12-footer, no good. Freiberg with the rebound. And we're going to have a block. Foul's going to go against Ladine. That'll be his first. Greg Wilmore and Austin Payne. Inbounds pass into the corner. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Grant Wallace. As Craig Wilmore comes back the other way for the Battlin Bears. Wilmore goes into Payne. Payne turnaround jumper from the baseline. And Craig Wilmore goes up and tries to slam that one in and sticks it in the rim.
You don't see that very much on an attempted dunk. I think it's going to be Rocky basketball.
Rocky ball on the jump ball.
Rocky's cooled off a little bit here. 55.8% from the field.
Grant Wallace with a big rebound. Couldn't get the putback to go, and Samuelson will throw it off of one of the Bison.
Quiet in here, but not a bad little crowd. You know, the fans have kind of trickled in on a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game.
Yeah, it's two people sitting behind us as well. 5:14 to go. Timeout on the floor. Rocky up 46-15. Bruce, you got any more on the soccer? We're still ahead out there.
Yeah, Rocky's men defeated Evergreen 2-0, and right now the women are getting set to start out at Wendy's Field. I think we're a little warmer in here than they are out there. A little windy.
Pretty bright coming through the skylights yet, though.
Well, it's nice having some sun in here.
Must be a little bit of sunlight out there anyway. But yeah, it was, they were saying it's supposed to blow tonight and blow tomorrow with some chances of a little bit of rain tomorrow as well.
Yeah. Let's just hope it's about 65 degrees. Then I'll be fine.
Yeah. Going to be Rocky basketball underneath their own baseline. It'll be Craig Wilmore to throw it in as they flatten it out. They go into Samuelson. Back to Wilmore. Samuelson. Grant Wallace, top of the key. It's good. Grant Wallace hits his second three-pointer of the ball game. And the shot's up. No good.
Who does he think he is? Chad Canana?
And Austin Payne tries it, no good. Grant with the big rebound. Brings it out, goes to Samuelson for three. He can't connect. Ball's going to be knocked loose. And the Bison come back. Moore down the left side. Moore takes it to the hole, puts it up over Samuelson. It's good. Moore with 8 points on the evening. 49-17, 4:31 to go here in the first half. And got a whistle and a foul on the baseline. Jaron Whitman picks up his second first personal foul.
Shooting for your Battlin Bears, number 23, Austin Payne.
Austin Payne, who has yet to score. I don't believe he scored. Has he yet tonight? Yep. Right there. Satchel McDonald back in for Rocky Mountain.
Jared Samuelson taking a seat. Austin's second free throw hits the bottom of the net. It's good. He goes 2 for 2, has 2 points. 4:25 to go here in the first half. 51-17. Moore with the basketball. Moore tips it off. It's going to go off of the Bison. Far side. Stewart over there just had it go off his shoulder. 9 turnovers on the Bison here in the first half. Satchel McDonald will bring it up. Greg Wilmore with it. Walsh, McDonald. The boy goes to inside the Payne. Austin Payne with it up and good for Austin Payne as he picks up his 4th point now. Moose after those 2 free throws gets a field goal. Turned it into a machine. Ball's kicked out. Freiberg. Basis with it. Tries to penetrate. Gets through traffic, and Craig Wilmore might have helped that one in.
Yeah, but a nice drive here to get to the basket against the entire Bears defense.
Will Maseth showing some versatility there. Craig Wilmore takes it to the hole and goes high, and he's going to be fouled. I believe that's what you call playing above the rim.
Well, he can do that. You know, he became a pretty good free throw shooter last year too.
His first personal foul, team 6. Shooting 2 for your Battlin Bears, number 24, Craig Wilmore.
You jinxed him, Bruce.
I jinxed him, yeah.
Number 20, Tanner Cook, and number 23, Jared Checking in for your Battlin Bears, number 44.
Reagan Sheen comes in for Grant Wallace. And Wilmore gets the second one. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. Maseth tries to go baseline. Step back, 3-pointers, no good. Wilmore with the rebound. Wilmore tries, he and Satchel a little bit, one was running the post pattern, the other one was, I don't know what he was doing, but it didn't work. There's 3 turnovers.
Checking in for the Bison, number 42, Tristan Redmore.
They haven't put JR in yet. That's a good sign.
Freiberg with the ball, goes far side to Stewart. Stewart hands off to Redhorn. Freiberg with the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Baseline jumpers up. No good. And it's going to be Rocky basketball.
12 turnovers now on Salish here in the first half.
Satchel McDonald takes it to the hole, puts up the floater. It's good.
You don't see that much anymore, those runners like that.
Freiberg makes a tough 3-pointer in traffic. His first points of the night, and comes back the other way. Reagan Sheen gets 2.
You get rewarded when you run the floor like that, Bob, and he got down quickly.
Freiberg's going to throw it away. The boy gets the ball out to McDonald, and Satchel's going to go to Sheen. 2 more for Reagan Sheen. And that's one thing I've noticed Tuesday night and tonight. Reagan runs the floor very well. I mean, he gets up and down, does a good job of getting up down the floor, and he's going to get a lot of those kind of points, but that's great to see out of a big man like that. Redhorn hands off Freiberg. Now they go inside. The shot is up and good. North Pekin picks up 2.
Hey, thumb down. Now get it inside. Thumb down.
I'm guessing Bill wants him to get it inside this
Sounds
time.
like they're going to go inside.
Hopper, get it to it. Get out, Reagan.
Reagan kicks out to the boy, and Brandon shots in and out, no good. Bears get another 30-second clock here. Craig Wilmore with it. Reagan Sheen on the baseline. Spin move, puts up a tough shot, no good. Rebound Freiberg. 27 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off here. 60-24, Rocky on top. Freiberg with it out on top. Freiberg pulls up. Long one off the glass is good. Wilmore goes to McDonald. McDonald puts up a shot. It's no good. At the end of the first half, it is Rocky 60, Salish Kootenai 27. We'll take a break, come back, and have some stats, and get ready for the second half after this. Lisa, you call Neil and give him the score. Call Neil and give him the score. What's the score there?
2-1 with 13 minutes to go.
And tomorrow, Battlin Bears football team will take on Montana Western.
Okay.
Kickoff is at 1 p.m. And to round out the weekend on Sunday, your Battlin Bears men's and women's soccer teams host Cascade Collegiate Conference foe, Northwest University at Wendy's Field.
Time is it, please?
Kicks off at noon while women off at 2.
What time is it?
What time is it? 3:40.
What's going on? It's a good half. Did you tell him?
It's on your knee.
What is?
Just send him a text.
Is Brett's team dominating? just knows that. I think he's got enough confidence in me that he knows that I'm doing as much as I can do with it. And if something's not working, we're doing everything we can do to get it done.
Are you going to do everything for the women's tournament again?
Yeah, probably. Jeff talked to me a little bit about it a couple weeks ago.
Good. Well, I'll help if you want me to. That was fun last year. In a time that wasn't necessarily a great time for me.
You know, it's just. I don't think too many people realize how much shit that I have going on.
I do.
Well, I know you do.
Yeah.
A few people do.
Alex does.
Jen talked to me since Jen said a word to me. She told Jeff, she said, well, I'm not going to apologize to him. I told Jeff, I don't want no fucking apology. I says, if she thinks that's bad, I said, she doesn't know what real lives are about.
Well, if you didn't do it, what would she do?
That's what he told her. He says, you have $25,000 to pay somebody who can't even do it? Look at this, Bruce. Makes me talk about the losing money. You know, show us the goddamn numbers. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
I do too.
I think Devin and Andrew are so screwing each other in the bed together. I think.
I told Jeff, I'm not going to do it.
I'm not going to go to those meetings and something. I said, well, you got to realize I drove, 110 miles every one of those meetings to come into that meeting. And there's a lot of times that there's a lot of people in the building that didn't make it, and I was there. I mean, she doesn't realize the commitment other people make, not just me, other people. It's all about her.
It's all about
That's why I told Jeff, I said, I'll do it. I said, but I'm not going to deal with it. I said, they're going to pay more money for it. I'll tell them what it is up front. I said, if they can pay us $10,000 fee, they can pay me I really thought I was going to win the lottery the other night and I wouldn't have to do it again.
I mean, I underneath that my consultant put together
Welcome back to the Fortin Center here on the campus of Rocky Mountain College. We'll run through some stats from that first half real quick. Rocky on top, 60-27. For Salish Kootenai, it's Freiburg with 9 points, Mezeth with 2 points, Moore with 8, Redhorn with 3, Lopez with 3, and North Keegan with 2. They had 12 turnovers in the first half, 15 rebounds, 12 offensive, 13 defensive rebounds. They shot 34% from the floor, 38% from three-point line, and they were 2 of 2 for 100% from the charity stripe. For the Battlin Bears, it's Betcher with 2 points. Samuelson started out hot. He finished up with 13 points in that first half. Brandon the Boy with 2. Martell with 5. Craig Wilmore with 4. Ladine with 3. Wallace with 8. McDonald with 11. Payne with 4. And Sheen with 8 points. 3 turnovers, 28 rebounds, 8 offensive, 20 defensive rebounds. They shot 53% from the floor, 44% from the three-point line, and 72% from the charity stripe. Points off turnovers, Rocky leads there 23-0. Points in the paint, Rocky 22-8. And once again in this game, much like the last game, Bruce, bench points, Rocky 34-5.
Yeah, just a great advantage there, and that's what depth will do for you. And Bill had a chance to sub a lot in that first half and bring a lot of players in. Everybody got playing time.
Yeah, and it's, I think, we talked about Reagan Sheen coming in. I think he's going to be huge. I think Clayton Ladine, I think he's going to be a player, before this is all over with. But, Grant Wallace coming in, he did a great job, I thought, the other night in that game, and came in and did a great job. He just mixes things up, runs the floor well, big rangy kid, and physical, not afraid to mix it up inside. And I think, we all know the Frontier's not the most, you got to be pretty physical if you're going to survive in the Frontier.
The thing about Grant Wallace, too, is he made 2 threes in the first half here. He can step back and make a three-pointer, and a lot of big guys can't do that. But I think he's a weapon this year.
And back to live action here. Freiburg has it as the Bison get the ball to start it here in the second half. And that is Moore with the three-pointer to start things out here.
I think they started that way in the first half.
They did with him making a three. Well, it wasn't him, but it was someone did. I could tell you. I believe it was Whiteman. And a big rush in there. I believe Craig Wilmore didn't want to stick that one in the rim, did he?
No, he made sure
He found the center of the hole on that one. Lewis McGee hands off McSeth with it. Has a far side. Freiburg goes up over Martell. No good. Rebound Betcher. Betcher will bring it up. Betcher to the boy. Brandon goes far side. Isaac Martell. Martell penetrates. Now kicks out. They get it inside to Betcher. Betcher with the left hand turnaround jump. Hook. No good. And the rebound comes down to the Bison. Moore with it. Takes it to Samuelson. Going to be stolen away by Wilmore. Stolen right back. And the shot is up. No good by Lewis McGee.
So turnovers now for the Battlin Bears.
Samuelson comes down, can't finish. Isaac Martell right there for the tip in as Isaac picks up 2 more. Freiburg with it, guarded by Danny Betcher. Here's Moore over the top of Samuelson as Lewis Moore hits 2 3-pointers here to start out this second half. Just underway, 18-16 to go in the second. 64-33 Rocky. Craig Wilmore. Betcher. Long 2-pointer for Danny Betcher. Moore with it.
Battlin Bears shot about 52% that first half, and starting off the second half hot as well.
The boy goes to Wilmore. Craig with it. Stops, pops, in and out, no good. And Samuelson picks up the loose ball, puts it up and in for Jared Samuelson. Bison come back the other way. Redhorn with it. Now goes to Mezzosetta, and he puts up the long 3-pointer. Messeth signed to do a lot of that at R&D the last couple of years.
3 threes here to start the second half for Salish Kootenai.
That's a good way to get back into a ballgame. Samuelson, jump hook, going to be short. Now he's going to get a foul going over the back. Jared's going to pick up his first personal foul. Freiberg will bring it up across the timeline. Far side Moore, Freiberg. Battlin Bears playing almost a stunt zone here, it looks like to me, Bruce. As a step back, it's going to be partially blocked by Martell. Samuelson's going to throw it up, going to be stolen there by Lewis McGee. And he's going to penetrate, take it to the hole, scoop shot, no good. Samuelson and Betcher have it underneath, get it to Wilmore. Wilmore brings it up the middle of the floor, goes to Samuelson. Samuelson will be fouled, and Jared will go to line and shoot too.
I do like the fact that the bench is so strong this year that Jared will get some time to take breaks during the game and not have to just kind of get beaten up during the season.
Redhorn picked up his first personal foul. And Jared Samuelson, kind of unusual here, Bruce. His first trip to the free throw line coming in the second half. He's 1 for 1. And that one off. Craig Wilmore gets the rebound. And it's going to be stolen away. Coming back the other way, shots up, no good. Samuelson gets the board to Brandon, the boy, and the boy kicks back out. Craig Wilmore for 3, it's good.
They get that penetration there by Brandon, the boy, and lots of guys are open, and he finds them.
That inside-out pass, that makes it, you're just doing a natural three-point shot at that point. Bison shot, the boy with the rebound. Goes to Isaac Martell. Martell penetrates all the way to hole, up and good. Nice scoop shot by Martell. Freiberg with it. Kicks it back outside. Lewis McGee going to be stolen by Martell. And Martell goes to the boy, and the boy for 2 off the assist by Martell. 76-36. McDonald and Sheen set to come in next dead ball as Craig Wilmore gets the rebound. Craig up ahead to the boy. Back to Wilmore. Samuelson, three-pointer, right side is going to be off, and Wilmore gets the rebound, kicks it out to the boy. Brandon's three-pointer is going to roll around, no good. Messeth comes back the other way. His long two-pointer in and drops. Craig Wilmore.
Substitutions for
Craig Wilmore will bring it up. Ledeen and Wallace join the subs coming in. Next dead ball. Craig Wilmore with it. 14-24. Brandon the boy has a three-pointer far side up and good. 79-38. Coach Strykel's and calling a timeout. 14-18 to go here in the ball game. Rocky on top.
nice performance tonight by the Battlin. And they're going to take a media timeout. Shooting the ball pretty well, getting a lot of guys in, and really taking care of the basketball. Only 5 turnovers in this basketball game for Rocky Mountain College.
You know, that's not bad, Bruce, when you're moving the ball up and down the floor as fast as they are. You know, they're not wasting any time, that's for sure.
I don't want to hear you singing on this song.
Just got to throw out there, it's tough to see Lucas Lanning on the bench. He sat that whole last year in that red shirt, or not red shirt, but transfer thing, and then like the second day of practice hurt his back, and then hasn't been able to play much since then, so that's got to be tough for Lucas. As competitive as he is, that he'd like to be out there on the floor.
But he's going to be a guy that, if they can get that back surgery or injury fixed up a little bit, he'll help him. He's a great player at Montana Tech, and I think Billy really enjoyed having him transfer down here from the Ore Diggers, and he'll be a guy that'll help him before the season's over.
Yeah, but it's tough to see Lucas on the bench, and
he wants to be out there. From one who speaks from experience with a bad back, it's not much fun.
No. Bison basketball. Go inside, but it's going to be stolen away. Graham Wallace and McDonald has it. Goes to Ledeen, the boy. Brandon in the corner is going to be partially blocked, I believe. And Ledeen's going to pick up the loose ball out front. McDonald takes it down in the corner, looking for a screen out there. A little pick and roll action, nothing there. Reagan Sheen, the three-pointer, no good. Messeth with the rebound, stolen away by McDonald underneath to Ledeen. Kicks it out to Brandon, the boy. Ledeen, top of the key, it's good. Three-pointer. Bison with the ball, they go inside, now they try to go underneath, and it's going to be off of Graham Wallace. Grant couldn't quite handle that.
Media timeout. 13:25 to go. 82-38 Rocky.
Touching sweet Caroline.
You ever see him in concert? Yeah, I thought he was great. We went and saw Little River Band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I might have to put my feet up on the desk here pretty quick.
We'll see him tired.
No, it's just 82-38.
They're going to get 100 before 12 minutes or the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, they could pretty easily.
Three to 1, Lace? 3-1?
3-1.
Final?
Yep.
Huh?
Yes.
Are they in playoff group?
Yeah, no, they just won their
regular season.
Yeah, 12th game in a row. They just won school record.
Let's get them rolling. Back to live action. Bison inbound underneath their own basket. And they're going to throw it right to Oscar.
Got to look at some of these shooting percentages. That one there is still over 52% from the field, while Salish Kootenai is at about 39%.
Satchel McDonald will bring it down for the Battlin Bears. Goes to Brandon the boy for three. It's going to be off, and Satchel comes up with the loose ball and goes to the hole. He's going to be fouled on the drive. He'll go up the line to shoot two.
Sure helps to be strong like Satchel is to get inside like that.
Shooting two for your Battlin Bears, number 20, Satchel McDonald.
Satchel 1 for 1 from the line thus far. Makes that 2 of 2 on the night.
Wilmore back in to replace Brandon the boy.
As Satchel goes 2 for 2 from the line, 84-38. Mezeth comes down, goes to Freiberg. Moore, back to Freiberg. They swing around. Mezeth with it. Inside. Shot is up. Going to be short. Rebound. Sheen. Satchel McDonald with her on the left side to Wilmore. Now in the corner to Ladine. Ladine goes into Sheen. Sheen goes up and good. Reagan Sheen for 2 more inside. Reagan with 10 points on the night. He's in double figures. Nesbitt with it. Shots up. No good. Wilmore comes back. Underneath. And Reagan Sheen, the 6-footer's no good. Grant Wallace in there. And Grant's going to pick up the personal foul. First foul on Grant Wallace. Second team foul on Rocky here. 12:20 to go in the ball game. Rocky on top, 86-38.
Checking in for Bison, number 34, Jared Whiteman. And number 42, Tristan
Jared Whiteman coming in. As well as Redhorn. Freiberg with it. Dumps it in the corner to Moore. It's no good. Grant Wallace fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. It'll stay with Rocky. It goes off to Bison.
Moore's had a nice game for the Bison tonight. This afternoon, whatever it is.
On this fine October day. How's that?
It's good.
Grant Wallace for 3 more from outside. He hits his second three-pointer. I thought that was 3, but I thought it was 3 too. I think so too. I got to check. Maybe I might have